Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be spending our day in Central Park. We've had a couple of days of rain, just about a week or so of rain in the city here. So we're going to see if Central Park has started blooming. Of course, there are the cherry blossoms in the park that everybody wants to see. So we're going to look and see if we can find some of those. We're going to look at some of the other flowers in the park. We also have a couple monuments along the way. So this first one that I'm going to take you guys to is actually one that I was reading about a couple days ago, and I'm really excited to show you guys. It's a piece of history there. You guys know I love history and I love learning stuff on stream with you guys. So I hope you guys would join me for that journey. That, my friends, is the Block House, and it's the oldest surviving building here in Central Park. You guys can hear that rustling. That's the flag all the way up there. Fort that was created before Central Park was even a park. Here you guys are seeing the entrance here. That's locked. That white thing that you see inside is actually the flagpole. Brickwork on the entrance. Yeah, definitely. Very, very interesting. Like I said, I love history. And so that's why I decided to come down here. It's very close to this entrance on 110th on Cathedral Parkway. You guys saw when I marked it on the map. It was just a 6-minute walk. It was built as a fortification to protect New York during the War of 1812. See, after the British attacked Washington, D.C. in August of 1814, the military was afraid that they were going to attack New York as well, so they built this system here. Wow, look at that. That's a really beautiful view. That's another photo that we might want to take. Look at how amazing this looks. You have that little waterfall over here on the side. Wow, we caught them just at the perfect moment. Look at those ducks flying away. You get to see a lot of the buildings near Billionaires Row from this angle. Oh, and we're walking through the main content here, but look at those trees here, so beautiful. Let's see if I can do a nice panoramic shot here. Those skinny buildings there in the distance are the ones in Billionaires Row. I could just point you guys this way because all along this path you have these beautiful trees. An early example of prefabricated architecture, built in Sweden and shipped to the US in 2 pieces. In 1947, the Swedish cottage became the headquarters and workshop of the park's traveling marionette theater. Wow, I never knew that existed, the marionette theater. Yeah, just think about marionette theater is throwing me for a loop. I don't know why. You have an acquaintance that has a restaurant in New York City? If you can get me discounts, I'll go. Pay the bill if you want to go. Oh, that's really kind of you. From the 1800s, and it definitely shows with some of the curtains on the inside as well. The exterior, that little balcony up top. Is there a witch in the cottage? There might be. Swedish witch. I think you want some food.
Thanks everybody. That song's called Imagine. I'm called Mark, and this is called Strawberry Fields. And this is a memorial to John Lennon. Yoko put this memorial in, and she wanted it to be like a living memorial where there's music in the air 24/7. This is my hour. I'll be back at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm kidding. It's not really 24/7.
We're down here, Bethesda Terrace. You might recognize this from the John Wick movies. But lovely area over here. You have the lake. You have the fountain as well. That lake was frozen over the last time that we came down here. So we're trying to see what this area looks like now that the park is blossoming. I see blooms, yeah, definitely. There's actually a lot of people out here doing photography. There's a couple of people. We saw someone earlier with some very nice pink hair. Might have been a wig, but very lovely. Either way, he's gonna hopefully not run over her dress. But yeah, here's the fountain. I got a really good photo of this. It's actually up on IG. I can see 3 of them there rowing on the water. I think this is the first time I've ever seen someone row on the water on stream. But man, wouldn't that be a romantic date idea? Or just a good thing to do with friends. Doesn't always have to be romantic. I think this is his bench. I really can't take it. What do you guys think? I like how chubby it is. So cute. So this is where they had the artwork there for Chantal Martin. You guys know they had a little like maze-like path here with some very cute drawings, and now it's just blue. So I don't know what they're gonna do down here, why they made the street blue, but we walked all around Central Park today, and then we came down here to Times Square. I want you guys in chat to guess how many steps I've taken today. 18,513. 9.3 miles. Congrats, Sir Grunge. You won. You win nothing, but you won, you know. Hey, Mushroom, thank you for the raid, brother. Nice to see you, Mikey. Thank you for the raid. Hey, Decipher, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Francesco. Hey, Tyken, thank you for the raid. Thank you, everyone, for being in here today. I really appreciate you guys. We had a really good stream today in Central Park. We saw some very pretty trees there. All right, welcome in, everybody. I can't think of a better place to start today's stream than right in front of this monument here to Joan of Arc. So Becky Safe, as you guys know from some of my last YouTube videos, is in town. She's a DJ from the UK. I'm really happy and I'm really honored that she's decided to spend so much of her time here in the US with me. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of adventures. That last day there, seeing April as well, April Anonymous, which you guys all know. One of our adventures included going over to France's Tavern, which is the oldest tavern in New York City. So those photos will be coming soon on IG, but it was so incredible to be in a building that old. And it's not the first building that I've been to that George Washington has also walked across, but it was really nice of the staff to let us go in there and take photos and take videos. It was really kind of them. So I just want to thank them. And it was an incredible experience. I think all three of us are very big fans of history, and we appreciate specifically the history of New York City. So it was really cool that they let us do that. But Joan of Arc was a peasant maiden said to have been divinely inspired to help liberate the French from English rule. So yeah, her leadership basically helped the French beat the English in the 100 Years' War. See her there on horseback, and we could go up here and read the inscription. It looks like someone has left some stuff down here for her. But it says, erected by the Joan of Arc Statue Committee in the city of New York, 1915, like I told you guys. This is part of Riverside Park here as well. This is the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. I'll go up these stairs over here and give you guys a good look. It is closed off to the public, so we will just have to bear with the fencing here. It says Sheridan there in the bottom. It says Sickles, Wilson, Kelly, Barlow, Thomas, Cameron, Scott. Got a lot of good monuments, like I said, down here in Riverside. When I saw this right outside of the memorial, I'm like, wow, I've never seen something like this before. This is one of the reasons that I've always wanted to go to DC or Philadelphia or any of the other places that are like really instrumental to US history, because they have stuff like this lying around. And you know, I've never really heard of this being here in New York City. There's so many attractions and there's so many things, but this is like, again, a very forgotten part of the city. Hey, there's an inscription in this rock, so we're gonna take a look at it. A memorial of his many years' devotion to the interests of the West Side from the West End Association, his friends and his neighbors. Cyrus Clark. It never came down this particular path, so I haven't really seen this plaque before, but it's nice to know who we have to thank for all the cool stuff that we see. Dedicated under the oak trees at 72nd Street on October 5th, 1996. This piece depicts Roosevelt in heroic scale, half-seated against the boulder. Iconic first ladies when you talk about some of the more famous first ladies here in the US. For those of you that are not American, Eleanor Roosevelt ranks as like one of the top 10 for sure. So deserted here. That's one of the things that I was hammering over and over and over again earlier on in the stream, Floof. For a city with millions of people, yeah, Riverside is always very, very empty. And I've been down on this side, and very early in the morning, like around 9 o'clock, I've been walking down Riverside. I've been down here in the evening, in the afternoon, the evening, and it's always this desolate. Let's start over here with the buildings. Let's do this panning shot. Give you guys a view here of the water and of New Jersey just right across from us. Thank you for the raid, brother. Saw that you were live a little bit earlier as I was getting out. This is the Statue of Liberty. Definitely not the Statue of Liberty. We're out here on Pier I. We're on Riverside, which is on the west side of Manhattan, on the far west side. It's getting very windy and it's a little bit chilly over here. We're on this area here of Riverside, like I told you guys. It's very desolate. There's about one other person in this entire pier with me, so it's incredible. New York Central Railroad 69th Street Transfer Bridge has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior, 2003. And there you have it. That's one of the other fun things about doing these walks. You come across so many historic areas here in the city in 2003. That's one of the more recent ones. A lot of the ones that we see are from the 70s or from the 80s. Almost looks like a submarine or something, right? Wonder if there's anything inside. Let's try to look inside. Oh, there's like a chair inside. Private Passage is an interpretation of an interior stateroom from the ocean liner, Queen Mary. The bottle is fabricated of steel and finished to resemble bronze with a traditional green patina. So that's what we were looking inside there. Hope that you guys were able to get a good view. Again, this is the bottle. From this angle, it very clearly is a bottle. Let me try to point you guys inside one more time. I don't know if you guys can see in really with the camera, but there's a chair over there, and it's like you can see over to the other side. Hopefully you guys are able to see, peek in a little bit. It is very dark. I love how they flip things on its head. Like, you think of those models that are made inside bottles are usually miniature, but this one is gigantic, and it's right out here on the pier, Pier 96. Oh wow, that is so cool. Cadillac. Look at this classic car over here. Wow, I hope you guys can see it through the... Yeah, you definitely can. Look at that old school car. Look at that. The rink torn up now. That is what's left with a skating rink here at Rockefeller Center. So happy that I was able to get those good photos when I was with Becky down here. This is another really important place. It's kind of crazy how things have played out with me and Becky in April, because this is another place, both with Becky, because we came down here on that day that it was raining so hard, and we were able to spend so much time with each other that day, and with April as well, going down into the malls down there in Rockefeller Center and getting that good hot honey pizza. And I'll give you guys this view here, this amazing view that I got with Becky the last time that I got out of this building. We came out through this exit right here and saw this amazing shot of the Atlas right in front of the church. I love the fact that this is our final shot. This was one of the funnest days that I had out here with Becky, and so I just wanted to end right here. But thank you everyone for being in here today. I'll see you guys next time. Go say hi to Stevie for me. Probably see you guys next week, but keep in touch. Go check out the IG. There'll be some new photos up there today, I promise.